not the first time that Liam has like climbed out of rooms before, because when he fell, he had his man bag, his fanny pack on him. And it looked like he was probably trying to go somewhere. So it looked like because he was locked in the room, which he shouldn't have been in the room by himself, he actually may have climbed out of the balcony, was trying to climb out the balcony to go into another person's room so that way he can get out and go, I guess, stroll or whatever, because they had left him by himself in the hotel room. And he should, and someone who's under the influence and erratic or whatever, they should not be left to their own device. They should not have been left by themselves. So unfortunately, you know, that's a sad part of this. Now, the other thing that we heard is that police are probing 2 staff members at the hotel who may have supplied him with the drugs. So now they're saying that Argentinian authorities are probing 2 hotel staff members over allegations of supplying drugs to Liam Payne, the One Direction star who tragically fell to his death from, the balcony. The men who are accused of smuggling various narcotics in the singer's suite at the Casa Sur Boutique Hotel in the upmarket district of Palermo. A cleaner and another member of staff are said to have hidden the drugs in Dove's soap box, which detectives found in 31-year-old Payne's room following his death. Well, we did see that because we saw. Yeah, I might have closed it. Hold on. Do I still have that? So yeah, let's go back to the drugs. So we see the Dove box here. So they're saying that that's where they basically hid the drugs in for, him to get. So y'all sitting there thinking he got soap. Oh, he got soap, all right. He got some white. He got that old white stuff. But that white stuff he was ingesting it. So they said that police have sent the chemicals believed to be cocaine and crack cocaine for analysis. Management of the Casa Sur are understood to have been made aware of the unusual behavior of the unnamed men and dismissed one member of staff. Now, detectives have also questioned the man about his possible role in Payne's death. There were 2 guys at the hotel that were giving Liam drugs. That's a close friend of Mr. Payne has revealed. They sent taxis out to collect packages for him. One of the guys was working in the cleaning department. After Liam died, they noticed that one taxi was sent to the cleaner's home address. The hotel manager asked him why the taxi had gone to his home, and when he couldn't give an explanation, he was fired. The cleaner and another member of the staff had been interviewed by the police. The friend added Liam was doing everything to stay clean, but as soon as he got to the hotel, these people were offering him alcohol and drugs. Now, reps for Casa Sur Hotel has declined, comment. So, yeah. So, unfortunately, this is a sad situation. I feel for, Liam, his family, and it's sad that, these people pretty much just took advantage of, this young man. And, he was at his most vulnerable of times going through what he was going through. And, my heart breaks for him and so many people who are, struggling with addiction. It's not an easy thing to, get over. Every day is a battle. Even when you finally get to that point of being clean, it's an everyday struggle. And I'm sure that there was a lot that was going, I couldn't even imagine being 17 years old and becoming the most famous person on the planet, being a part of a boy band that had this immense amount of success worldwide. And then when that comes to an end because other members of your group aren't happy, then it's like, well, how do I navigate? How do I figure out where I fit in this world post being, getting my butt kissed and I'm propped up and I'm being told I'm this amazing talent and I'm this and I'm that. And you got the red carpet just rolled out for you. The world is your oyster. And then when all that is taken away from you, it's like, well, damn, well, we all know now that everything that has a beginning has an end. Nothing lasts forever. Not everybody is going to be able to withhold that level of success for the rest of their lives. There's very few that can keep it stagnant and ride that coattail. There's very few artists out here that have been able to maintain having a long career. But what if that doesn't happen for you? How do you figure out, how do you navigate through this world? And there is no rule book that teaches that. And we get to see so many people who who are lucky enough to sustain that and not get caught up in that matrix, like a Beyonce, a Madonna, a Kylie Minogue, and you don't see them having to deal with that. But then we see others that have to deal with it. The Britney Spears who become a victim of it. A Liam Payne, unfortunately. I saw that child. I don't know. I was like, this might be a little controversial, but I was like, you know what? I kind of agree with him in a way. Perez Hilton said this. He said that when this whole thing happened with the whole One Direction thing, he expected to hear that like about Zayn. Like he expected Zayn to be the one that we all heard about that would go through that. That would be the one that we would hear that probably died from a drug overdose or something or another. But we know Zayn likes the weed. He's been very open about the fact that he smokes a lot of pot. I mean, he always looked like he hid in Cooter Brown anyway. But for the most part, I was like, yeah, we didn't expect. I think that Liam was the last person we would have heard that would have been caught up in some drugs. But today he was like, well, because of all the things that Zayn has gone through with his mental health and being very open about it, and then the drama that he was going through with Gigi and her mother Yolanda and all that other stuff that was going on, that he expected to hear like Zayn would be the one that we would all hear about. But it was shocking to hear that it was Liam. But it goes to show that, you know what, you never know. And I feel like that's perception because of you're going based off of how this young man looks. And you would expect that Zayn would be the one because he has all the tattoos and he kind of has like this bad boy persona. And he was the one that first quit One Direction, which is why they are where they are today, because he was the first one to leave, because he wasn't liking what was going on in the group and he wasn't showing up when he was supposed to show up. You know, all the stories that we've talked about basically. So, yeah, this goes to show that you never know what someone is going through. The person that you think is the strong one, that the one that you would least expect is going through some pain and some hardships, those are the ones we gotta check. We should check up on our strong friends just as much as we check in on our weak, perceived to be weak friends. So we need to check up on everybody. If you have a loved one or you know somebody, definitely check up on them and hug them tight. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? It's sad to hear all this stuff that's coming out with Liam. At least we got the toxicology report. I just can't wait for his father to finally, get all the closure that he needs to get. So that way he can take his son home and bury his child. And then, they get to have the proper funeral and the family and everybody gets to be there. And, and like I said, shout out to the One Direction fans and the Liam Payne fans who were nice enough to shield Liam's father from the paparazzi. The paparazzi were trying to get their little photos, whatever. The fans are putting their hands up, their bags, trying to cover him. And he thanked them and all this other stuff. And it's like, yeah, he's not a celebrity. Like, he's there to be there and grieve their child that's not coming back. So give people the grace to have what they need. And y'all paparazzi people, y'all need to stop always thinking about how, fattening y'all damn pockets or, getting TMZ's bussy to pucker so they can give you all the money that you want to get out of him. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.